Alright, here we go. Alright, continuing on with our fantasy coffee barista lifestyle. I don't know why I said coffee first, but yes. Continuing on with our journey as a barista within this fantasy universe. Well, modern fantasies, society, universe, whatever. Wow, we're not even 50% through. Wow, that just shows it's got a lot more content. Well, anyway, Hyde. He really never changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice. Catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Velvet. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yeah. You know what? Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. Alright. You know what to do. Yeah, so you say ginger and tea, so... Let's try again. Galahad. Try this? Thank you. Just what I needed. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? Oh, I'm good for now. I couldn't help but overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh? Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Ugh, those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple? Really? You were trashed, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, you were not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of the whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived, and I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Carla. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who are they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have ties to the Mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on their stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I heard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck. The universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before? Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that didn't count it for nothing. I have to say, it was my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Ah, I see. So, how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital, Ghana? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed. I prefer if we skip that part. Sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say, something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or a doctor, which is why I chose hospital admin instead. So you could say I owe this guy my life, thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Well, thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. Oh, I know. Anyway, Velvet, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Okay. That's better. Nope. Pizza. Tea. Warm and... Let's... there way. Okay. Tea, mint, ginger. It's pretty warm and cool. Mint ginger tea. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too. Freya? By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work. How could you tell? Call it werewolf sense. Right. I showed Velvet my draft, and actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. I also did some stories with the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going? That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects their income. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care, such as operations, I go through what we do and how much it would cost them. Kinda like biz devs for people's lives then. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas harmless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice it exists or think about the necessity of it. Exactly, an interesting job yet no one talks about it. Maybe most admins are like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I don't just find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep a hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. He needs to be a bit less loyal though. Hide. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job. I really can't figure you out. Well, that's Scala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was a nice chat catching up with the both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around, Velvet. And you, Freya. See you. Take care on your way. You know, it's kinda hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So, how did you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the story. Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. We met at this place, back when it was a bar. Whoa. I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how I should say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable in talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya. Come on. I won't get into the details, but going to war, it messes with your head. Oh. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over the trauma though, right? Of course not. But that was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know all about that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. So no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But then I got it to be interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help. Which he refused. No surprises there. but I kinda push him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but at the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me. Not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been
Good evening, everyone.
Oh boy.
Good evening.
Good evening. It's nice to see you again.
We are also glad to see you, Barista.
By the way, I didn't catch your name last time you visited. Do you have a name?
Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil.
Neil?
Yes, Neil.
Is that your real name?
Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems that the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration.
I get what you mean.
I believe we did not meet last time we were here.
I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name's Freya. You could say I'm a regular here.
And you, sir?
Hyde.
You come here often?
For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yes.
Oh, you are not from around here. Neither are we.
Where do you come from?
Far away.
By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more?
More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing.
That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this?
Oh, this? We choose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived.
Image? Ah, the Ari Magindra album cover. No wonder you look familiar.
As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista.
What do you want to drink tonight?
The usual. That is how you say it, yes?
Yes. So, anything?
Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway.
You really can't taste anything?
Yes.
What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something?
Interesting premise, but we doubt you will be able to do that.
Challenge accepted.
Please surprise us.
Just triple chocolate. Something probably that has strong flavor. No. I don't think I've tried this combination before. No, I have not. Well, I'm just gonna go for something that's extremely bitter. Could have a good, strong taste. Coffee, mint, and milk. Mint milk coffee. A cup of anything is ready for you.
Thank you.
What the? Interesting. What are you doing?
Drinking.
That's how they drink. Oh boy. You really are interesting in person.
Thank you. That was a compliment, yes?
Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil?
Us? We are travelers. doing our job in space you call Milky Way.
What kind of job?
We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds.
You really are here to find a date. All the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. Wow. It turns out perfs exist everywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand, but we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us?
We are sorry, but that is classified information.
Aw, man. Well, how's the mission going so far?
We cannot say it is going well.
I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Could you handle them, though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further, if it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them, but I won't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People mistake me for someone who gets around a lot.
Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to agree with us in exchange for our stories?
Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I'll only sleep with someone when I'm serious about.
But our mission is serious.
It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me.
We have heard of those terms before. Let us check on them once again. This is very strange, according to what we found. Many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives.
Yeah, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept.
Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems?
Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control over us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them.
We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind was also loved in the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least that was what we gathered from your information network.
Theoretically, that should be the case, but Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it.
We learned so much today, but we have another question for Miss Freya.
Ask away.
How can we become your husband?
First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating. Boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before you talk about marriage.
Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend?
You could start by asking whether she's actually single.
Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single?
Yes, I am single.
Do you want to be our girlfriend?
Now, the path of starting to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone.
Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated.
It can be easier if you're a smooth talker.
Smooth talker?
Someone good at communicating with others.
That would be really challenging for us.
Even after that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer if their male partners wear condoms.
Condoms?
It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy.
Why would you do the rating ritual if you do not want to have offspring?
Pleasure.
All this information is too much to process in one evening.
So we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink. A condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it?
We are perfectly flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details, unless we agree to the mating ritual.
I don't want to imagine how it's done.
Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part.
We did our research, and we tried it on the testing object we made. It was proven.
The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir.
Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult.
It is. I have to agree with that.
Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base.
How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information?
We are not sure yet. It is to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you.
You're welcome.
We are off now.
Bye. Take care on your way, sir. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but the date never really came. And they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer org? Wow, I tried to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, huh. Oh, show some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty nosy, to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation, unless it really piques his interest, or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow, so I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? Only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. Sugar and spice. Spicy sweet and natural bliss in a cup. Wednesday, September 30th, 2020. The evening whispers. Protests arise over the government treatment for Atlantic immigrants. Government-made cars face challenge against an unexpected competitor. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. Start the day. Welcome. Good evening, sir. What voice do I give you? Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Law Enforcement Division, or FIRE for short. How may I help you? We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be alien in nature? I don't think so. But what should I be looking for? What's the alien look like?
We're not 100% sure, but according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar.
That's pretty eye-catching. Eye-catching outfit. You think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know.
That is a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we have been running around after false testimonies. They're superior creatures after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website.
Will do, sir.
You want to drink anything before leaving? We're good.
Take care on your way. Phew. You really need to be more careful, Neil. Huh? Good evening, Velvet.
Yo!
Hello, Miss Aqua, Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We plan to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first?
Nah, you go first.
Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? Alright. Coming right up.
A maraque.
Your drink's ready. Oh, this looks really fresh. I call this the maraque, inspired by its origin. Maraque in Morocco? I heard the people there really love tea. Let's give this a try then. Oh my. It's warm but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. How about you, Miss Myrtle? Do you want to order right away?
Sure. I'll have the Tadic.
What the fuck is the Tadic?
The fuck is that? I don't know what that is. Oh fuck.
The Tadic? What the fuck is that?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know what that is. What the fuck is the Tarek? I'm just gonna look it up. I fucking know. Oh my god, what is... Where is it? There is somewhere. Oh, it's just... oh, shit. Okay, it's just tea milk. Okay. Tadaric. Is that Tadaric?
Huh?
Is there something wrong?
No. It's better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is really authentic. Just like the Tadic you get in Southeast Asia.
Thank you for the compliment. Where did you learn to make it? I traveled around Southeast Asia a few years ago. So you learned about it in Malaysia? Yes, and from videos on the internet.
So, how are things going on in the office? As usual. Tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we made some good progress with the problem we've been stuck on for a while.
I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as directly as this. Only for a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. No, my fucking voice is just mixed with this character. Oh wait, no, I think I went with an Australian accent, I think. Fuck, I just went from Australian to Scottish, what the fuck? I wanna say, please don't forget to rest, but I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and the team. Nah. Oh, ha. As if those executives care about us. Overtime's not mandatory, they say. Please see your family, get some rest. But we all know that optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. You'll stay longer in the office anyway, because if you go home earlier than others, you'll feel real bad for them. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you, or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. For guilt is something that also bothers me a lot, even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. You know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize that my favorite series was born out of such sacrifice. I'm sorry to ruin the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation, healthcare, bonuses, and so on. And we're already used to this. So don't worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm. Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going so much easier. How's your game doing, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. What is it? The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year. That's really good news. Congrats. Thank you. So, what's the problem then? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. Why? Confirm it, fast. Before they give you a spot to another indie. I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? The booth is free for indies. That's good then, and the event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodation. It's a golden ticket. But I'm not that confident. You passed the selection process, right? There should be enough validation to reassure your game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are usually prolific people in the industry, and also senior journalists. I know. I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional, and thousands of people will be visiting Max, especially expecting Full Metal Conflict and other bigger games. Every game has its own market, you know, and you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid. What if some haters visit the booth? What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Or about me? That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life. Even after all that, I still be there for myself the whole event. That one is a problem, yeah. Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight, showing my baby to the public, I can just imagine the horror. You know what? Huh? So far my schedule's pretty empty around then. If things stay this way until Max, I'll come with you. Yeah? No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free then, you shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something. Nah, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge. about your company's booth. Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I could just ask my lead to skip this year. But... I'm coming with you. Whether you like it or not. Okay. Good. What are you gonna do in the show? What are you going to show the game on? I have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the expo build ready? Expo build? You're not planning to showcase the full version, right? That's the plan. Don't. I can give you the guidelines on what you have for the expo build. You have the game with you now? It's on my phone. I could send you the build now if you want. Do so. Okay. Got it. Now, let's see. Oh. Hello, Miss Rachel. Hi, Velvet. What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. But I'm going to perform at Coachella next week. They're still adding new performers. Yeah, you might say those announcements later are backups. Oh, but still the biggest festival in the country. Yes, I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink, something sweet. What do you want to order? A sweet hot chocolate. Alright, sweet hot chocolate. Okay, there we go, that was weird. Sweet hot chocolate. Wait, do I know how to make hot chocolate? wait. Dark chocolate. Sweet hot chocolate. I'm not sure how to. I don't know what's the combo for that. It's not sweet. Cinnamon. Oh fuck it, I don't know. Wait. Is that how you do it? Fuck it, I'll try it. Fuck it, I'll try it. Honey chocolate, fuck. I don't know how to make that in the game. Is it just hot chocolate? Is it just a dark chocolate? Fucking, I don't know. It just says a sweet hot chocolate, so I'm like, okay. It's gonna be bitter as fuck though. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. Fuck it, might as well. It's dark chocolate, but here's your order. Thank you. How is it? I don't think this is what I ordered. I mean, it's a cup of hot chocolate. There's nothing special about it. Oh, I'm sorry for the mistake. It's okay. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. Thanks. And then the instruction on the loading screen. Try putting a time limit to how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in the case there's a good reaction to it. You might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long. That makes sense. If you don't want to put the time limit on it, try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. Noted. Dad? What are you doing here? After after what you did at the studio this evening?
I was worried I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio.
So I thought you'd be here. But we can't not just limit ourselves to this place. And now you're causing another ruckus.
We're sorry, Velvet. We didn't mean to cause you any problems.
You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for.
Well, anyway, I better order something.
What are you having?
What would you recommend?
Might I suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara? I do not know how to make that. Fuck.
Oh, what is that?
It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger.
Sounds delicious. I'll take that Spanish Sahara.
Okay, so it's literally just hot. No, not coffee. Hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Okay. Thank you, game, for giving that away. There you go. Your drink is ready, sir.
My. This is amazing.
Glad you liked it. Dad?
Yes?
Please just go home after you finish your drink.
Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert.
I need him. He's going to help me become more successful.
I know Morris. He's not a good person.
The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name, managing a lot of stars so they can become superstars.
I still have informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better.
You're just being paranoid. First, you were afraid of how my fans would treat me. Now you're afraid of the industry too. What's next? You lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing?
You're just too young to understand.
Then maybe understand. Because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? We were together for almost 15 years. But you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter.
Rachel, I'm sorry. But I'm trying, okay?
Try harder. Because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one.
I know. But give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me to learn. But I am learning. Or, you know, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager.
Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long.
I told you I have informants in there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I need to figure out. But
it doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that. Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum.
If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris?
I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career now. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I made my decision. Now please go home, relax, and don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away, and it's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist.
When are you going to be home?
I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel at the label provided.
But that's...
See you, Dad.
Wait, Rachel. Excuse me for a moment, Velvet.
I'm sorry about what just happened. You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we were busy. We were busy minding our own business anyway. What? You didn't hear the argument, Virgil? Of course I heard that. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I could do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely. Especially when there's an argument like that. Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead? No, I was listening. I made notes. See, you didn't even realize. But you're capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family is useful after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you wanna head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. You're velvet. We're leaving. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for the drinks, as usual. Please take care on your way home. I guess that's all for Oh, you're back, Mr. Hendry. Are you alright, sir? Sir?
Oh, yes. Please don't worry about me.
Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel?
No, I lost her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm sure she's alright.
I hope you're right.
By the way, pardon me for asking.
Yes?
Throughout your arguments with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me.
What's that?
Why did you leave the music industry?
Huh. Now that's a trip down memory lane.
You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable.
Oh no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago. Just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s, and they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life.
You didn't find peace managing a girl bands?
Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it is good. But what hit me the hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. The teenage girls especially, they're crazy about their idols, to the point where they start doing really unimaginable stuff.
Like what?
Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their families. And the men, they're even worse. They sexualize the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. It wasn't even the target of abuse. I was even the target of abuse. But it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats.
What do you do for a living now?
After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, but they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family.
You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry.
They visit my place from time to time, and we all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too.
Are you going to be alright by yourself?
Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. But still a little stronger than most people think. See you later, Velvet. And sorry for bringing our fight to your place.
Don't worry about it.
Alright then, goodbye.
Le Menthol, sour and cool with a hint of home. Wow, our cafe is literally just called Toffee Talk. Coffee Talk. How did I not realize that earlier? Anyway. The Evening Whispers. Coachella organizers remind parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. Rachel Valencia confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Gail Nyman and Maruki Harukami to collaborate for a new IP. Oh, whoops. No, not that one. Okay. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil. You come at a very early time today. Is there anything I can help you with?
There is definitely something you can do.
What is it?
Can we work here?
Excuse me, what?
Is it possible for us to work here?
What? Why?
We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to be a mix between verbal and nonverbal communication here.
Yes, but I can see that your communication skill has improved an awful lot since you arrived.
That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we have learned. We learned them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly.
It sounds like a good strategy.
That is why we ask you to allow us to work here.
Because you want to interact with our customers?
That is correct.
I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through a certain processes before you finally get the job, if you get it at all.
Oh.
Let me think this over, if you don't mind, and I'll let you know tomorrow.
Oh, no. We are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today.
May I know why?
Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer.
Understood.
There are other things you need to keep in mind.
What is that?
Dealing with customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come for just a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything.
How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not?
That won't be easy, but you'll be able to judge based on their body language.
Non-verbal signs?
Yes.
That will be very hard for us.
Indeed. Don't worry, I'll give you a sign when you should start talking, or when you should stop.
Thank you. We will need that so much.
Well, that is basically all you need to do here.
Do we need a special outfit to do the job?
Not really. I'll lend you an apron though, to help keep your suit clean, and to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need any more differentiation, but it will make you look more legit for the job.
That is very thing to do.
It is. Alright, then. Are you ready for this?
We are.
Okay. Let's start the night.
Welcome.
Holy wow. What the hell is happening?
Good evening, Miss Freya.
Hey, Velvet, what's going on here? Well, Neil's working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be a ground zero for an alien invasion. It's not that. He was just helping out. You never looked like someone who needs help.
There are a few things need to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista, not the other way around.
What?
We have learned some things since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, We should learn more about how their things communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn.
And you just agreed to this? On one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade. What's in it for you then? What? You're helping him here. What do you get in return?
Now that you mentioned it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask.
Don't mention it. Well, maybe it can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here, Freya. If I still need to write for the paper again. What happened? She found out. Oh, is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher-up in the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift. And the higher-up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office. And things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know.
We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya, but we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house.
Huh? You're allowed to do that?
We will pay for the drink.
No, it's okay. It's on the house. It was a nice thing to do, Neil.
That was the best thing to do according to our senses.
It was.
So what do you want to drink, Miss Freya?
Your favorite.
Our favorite?
Anything. I trust you with the decision. Okay. What combination have I not tried yet? There's a lot. I'll try this. It's just a random combination. Green tea, ginger, mint. Ginger mint tea green.
Here is your drink, especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop.
Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks. But today, I might have an idea why. How far along are you with the novel? I could prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Well, I don't really need to care about other deadlines. Yet if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that sounds doable. Even without the caffeine infusion.
Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies. All about the races. And we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable.
Ugh. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation.
It was just...
Neil? Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee.
Oh. We are glad to hear that, then.
That was a figure of speech, Neil.
Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language.
It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing.
Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask.
Ask away.
How fast do you write?
Not fast enough, apparently.
But do you have numbers?
Numbers?
How many words do you produce per day?
I don't think I have the exact number. But full time, I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day.
That's
a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote.
According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000.
That's right. But for this draft, I need to write that much.
That is pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write?
Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's GRA Media, the biggest publisher around.
If we count the base number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily.
I wish. Writing isn't only about number of words, Neil. It requires things outside of the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand, but we learned from beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yep. Earthling seems to have a fascination for which things are hard to understand, from languages to the arts. Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So it is still a valid parameter? Definitely.
Cool.
That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on the Earth.
Oh, another guest. Good evening, Miss Metal.
I wouldn't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. A little bit of ginger, okay? Jahe Tubruk.
Your order is ready.
Not bad. Thanks.
You are welcome. What brings you in here today, Miss Metal?
Psst, Neil. Some people come to a coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed.
Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Metal's visits here.
Actually, I'm not here to just sit around without being disturbed. Ah? Pardon us? I was just training Neil how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get laid?
Oh, no, we are not. We are tasked with learning how our things communicate with each other.
Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening to the way we listen. Which essentially is not really listening at all.
That will be difficult to achieve, but we will try, step by step.
One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind.
That was nicely said, Miss Rhea. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know that you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then?
Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What's happening here? I already told the barista the cops were... The cops when he said he was going to breed here. Where's Velvet? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Okay. Please, let me take a breath. Yeah, please drink this water. Feeling better now? Yes. I'm sorry.
It is alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here.
What are you doing here anyway?
We are starting to think that we might need to make a recording to the answer to this question.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. So here it is the deal.
That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Velvet. It's nothing, really. But do you really think one day is enough to learn everything?
Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer.
As if this place cares about this business.
Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place.
Where do you want to go after this?
Coachella.
What? What are you going to do at Coachella?
According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target.
Well, you're not wrong. But didn't you say that baby has to be born out of love?
Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding matters. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings.
I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here.
We know. We are also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together? It's nothing, we're just friends, you know. We just want to hang out and talk about our work. Both work in the same field, remember? Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see. I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander. So I've been asking Meta for feedback from time to time. Today I wanted to thank her directly. But she arrived first, and I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I refuse it anyway. But wait. If you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game?
Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your.
Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. You should even pick up on that anyway. It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere.
We just know.
Back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game? There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? That depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control, and UI UX. Must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It surely removed some of my weight. It surely removed some of my weight on my chest. Just to replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. If I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya, but please be more confident. I'm even starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, you know. After our first meeting, I've subscribed to the Evening Whispers app. I read some of the stuff you wrote. You're really good, you know. Some of them are better than others. It's even an enjoyable experience to read them. I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through is more or less the same with us that what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine. Ugh. You don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that. Sharing is caring, you know. Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I'm really really sorry. I know. I said that. Oh, I said thanks already, right? You put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know that. Huh. Aqua. I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kinda get what you're dealing with. Although it is a bit different for me. What's your problem? Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight. But no one outside of the office knows about it. And those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yes. But I only work on them. Not directly. So what do you work on? A secret project. I'll tell you under the friend NDA, okay? Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP. Or in worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? Heh. That's what I thought. At first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer but you can't publish anything you write. For years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. 7 samurai, that's what they said. So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years? Sometimes our team must support others. When they're not going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit almost an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks are considered the 7 samurai. I guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized. What? Usually developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right? More or less, yeah. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess. That's like 4 years ago. Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're so burnt out. Yes, that's why. You need a vacation. But I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is not done yet. You'll take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after. But where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will? I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation. What about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? Still a long weekend getaway, right? Alright. I'm so excited. Wow, Akka. You look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now. Prepare for our getaway. I'll come with you. To my apartment? No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time. Oh, okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care out there.
May you find your joy during vacation. Your vacation.
Okay, see you folks later. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know. But not now. I gotta finish this draft first.
As we said before, you can do it, Miss Freya.
Thanks, Neil. Anyway, you going to close it anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Please, take your time. You sure? You want another dream to be going on with? Still on the house? I definitely won't say no. spicy, sweet, and natural bliss in a cup, sugar and spice. Friday, October 2nd, 2020. Right, the new healthier Fury sedative might be available sooner. Action video game, Rising Hell, blamed for violence in school. The Evening Whispers is with the people for stricter gun laws. Alright, and that is where we will be ending the stream here. I hope you all had a pretty chill time watching the stream. And I shall see all of you next time. Farewell.